Hi, welcome to this presentation. I'm Nepomiachty, the director of the SugarLive, and today I will walk you through how to deploy and configure SugarLive. SugarLive is the multi-channel call center solution that runs within Sugar. It relies on Amazon Connect. So before we start, we'll have to create our own AWS Connect instance, configure it, and then connect it to your Sugar instance. And then after a few configuration, I will walk you through a demo. So let's start with the AWS configuration. First, you need to create your AWS account for your company. When you're there, then we will search Amazon Connect. So we go to the search bar, we just enter Connect. It's there, Amazon Connect. And you click there. And from here, you will be able to create your own Amazon Connect instance. Be aware that you need to create the instance at the closest location to your customer. For example, if you click here, you will have the list of the different Amazon data center. As you can see, some of them are gray. That means that Amazon Connect is not deployed there and therefore not available. So you pick up something that is in America, in Asia, in Europe. So I will pick up North Virginia and go from there. The next step is to create a new instance. I will keep the default setting and store my users in Amazon Connect. All I need is to pick up a name that will be SugarLive Generic 01. And I hit Next. Then I need to create an administrator. So I'm putting myself. I'm checking what I entered. I hit Next. I want to allow the incoming and the outbound calls. I will leave the setting as they are. That means that Amazon Connect can store your calls and chats against an Amazon S3 bucket. But if I want to use another bucket, I just need to go to the advanced setting. Then I'm reviewing all the information and hit the Create button. And now all I need is to wait. As you see, there's a progress bar. When it will hit 100%, we'll be ready. And that's fast. And we're done. So let's click on Get Started. And let's go. So the first thing I will do is to claim a phone number. So, well, be aware that if you run an international call center, you can create different phone number, one for the US, one for Mexico, one for London, whatever, and they will all be directed to the same call center. I will create one for America, for United States. Then I have a couple of options. I can create a DID or a toll-free. Be aware that if you create a toll-free, that number will not be available outside the USA. So I will stay with the DID. Then I can pick up the phone number. Well, that looks good to me. Well, I will keep the first one. And that's it. The number is now available and works. You can dial in and give it a try, but I will do this later. So now let's start having a look to the configuration. So from this page, you have like a wizard that explains you a walkthrough, like you can set up the working hours, create queues, prompt. I will not do this, but that's a good advice. Let's have a look to the left bar. So you have an access to the dashboard, to some metrics. We can define rules. The most important, that's a routing, then the users, and that's to run a marketing campaign. If you want to provision a new user, you go to user management. That's already the admin user that we created right before. When you will create the other user, they will be just agents. They will not have access to the administration. So let's create a new user. We'll create an agent for Melissa. We can create manually a user entering the information or import from a CSV file. Here you can download a template. That's useful when you need to enter a lot of users. But I will do this manually. Then I will select a routine profile. I will go with the default one. Security profile, Melissa will be an agent, and she will use a south phone. That means that she will get a call through the web browser, and we're good. So you can save it. And here I need to confirm that I'm creating the user. And we're good. Clicking on back, I've got my user, the admin, and Melissa. As you see, Melissa has a routing profile called Basic Routing Profile. It's available from here. And we click on the profile, and you see that we define that this profile can get inbound calls with the voice or with the chat, so the web chat. We can define the maximum chat per agent, that would be 2. And that's it. Then you see that this profile is associated to a basic queue. Let's see what is this. So from here, from the routing, you have the queue. Basic queue is here. It's a very simple queue. Here you can define the hours of operations. From here, you can also set the outbound callers ID. That's a phone number that we created before. We can also create a limit of the numbers of people who will wait in the queue, etc. The next step is to define the contact flow. The contact flow is a visual workflow that explains how the call center will work, how you define the queue assignment, what will happen when someone is dialing in. To create a new contact flow, you go to the routing, you click here, you have the list of the contact flow, but you will create a new one from scratch. So I will call it SugarLive Contact Flow Generic. So now let's start and create our very first contact flow. This one will be very basic. The customer will dial in the call center and it will be connected to the first available agent. Then in the future, you can add a lot of complexity and add some intelligent queue. You can direct the customer based on his request. Do you want to talk to a sales rep? Press 1. To a support agent, press 2. Or please enter your customer ID, or maybe we can also identify the customer based on his phone number. There's a lot of different options, but we will keep this very basic as a start. So to start with, we want to play a prompt so the customer understands that he entered the call center. That's an interaction. Play prompt. So we connect the actions. And we're picking up an audio prompt from the default library. I suggest that you go with a beep or something that you're recording on your own, not the music, because Amazon Connect will play the full music file before stepping to the next action. Next, we want to add a logging behavior. That means that Amazon Connect will generate a lot of logs at each step of the contact flow. So if anything goes wrong, then you have a lot of logs to investigate. Then let's play another prompt, like welcome one. Let's say, hello, welcome to the call center. So how does it work? You remember right before we selected an audio prompt. Now we'll select the text to speech. Let's do something really basic. That would be a static text, but it can be really more complex. Amazon Connect can call the Sugar API, looking for a contact or a lead with the same phone number, picking up the first name and telling a personalized greeting like, hello, John, how is your day? How can I help you? So we'll keep this very simple. Hello, welcome to the Sugar Labs call center. You will be soon connected to a support agent. And that's it. Now I will send the working queue. That would be the queue where we will send the customer. It's very basic because we have only one queue. So going through the configuration, yeah, there's only the basic queue. And as you see, there are two options, success and error. We'll manage the error later. So let's say that it's successful. We want then to transfer the customer to the queue. Let's say that's it. If you really want to cover all the potential errors, then we can play prompt and disconnect the call. We need a couple of prompts to cover the two different errors, and then we will terminate the call. All the errors will be directed here, at capacity will be directed here, and at the end, we'll hang out the call. So here, that will be an error occurs. Please call back later. And in this other one, that would be all our agents are busy now. Please call back later. And we're good. So since we're happy with this first contact flow, then we can obviously save it, but that's not all. Now we need to publish it. Since it's not published, you cannot use it. I have to say, yes, I want to publish it. Success. And then you need to understand that this contact flow is disconnected to everything. We need to connect it to the phone number. So we open the phone number There's only one. And by default, it had been assigned to the sample inbound flow, which we don't want to happen. We'll change this to the new contact flow we generated. And that's it. Now we can switch to the Sugar configuration. Okay, so the next step is that we're doing the Sugar configuration. I assume you're familiar with Demo Builder, so I created a new Sugar instance. I will log in as the admin and do the configuration. First of all, I'm opening the administration, and I scroll down to the Amazon Connect setting. From here, I will enter the information so SugarLive knows where is the Amazon Connect instance. So the first thing is I need to enter the URL that will look like this one. Actually, I'm picking up the URL from Amazon Connect. That's the console. And I will copy paste it here and add connect/ccp-v2. Then I need the instance name. The instance name has just as above. I can copy paste it. Then I need a region. The region is when you're on Amazon Connect, you see that's North Virginia. And I need the code name for the data center. That's US-East-1. And we're all set. I'm saving it. And SugarLive is now available from the footer. In this video, I'm only setting up a call center with inbound calls. I will demonstrate how to configure the chat version in a different video because there's a lot of configuration setting up a new API gateway in Amazon. So before we go further, I need to allow the Sugar instance to get access to the Amazon Connect. So I'm entering the Amazon Connect in AWS, and I've got this configuration on the left panel called Approve Origin. And here, I will add the Sugar instance URL. So the URL is here. I will just copy paste it. Add domains. So it doesn't work because I need to remove the last trailing slash, and we're good. And that's it. Now I can log out as the admin and logging back as Melissa, the agent. As you see, Melissa has a SugarLive button in the footer. I'm clicking on the button, and it will pop up the login form for AWS Connect. Here, I will enter Melissa's details as I created her in Amazon Connect. This tab will be closed, and here I'm in. Don't forget to allow the microphone. Then you can start using SugarLive. Now let's do a demo. When demoing SugarLive, you want to show the best of the software. Let's do this and create a very cool use case. So you're probably aware of what we called in Demo Builder the go-to account and contact. That's basically some go-to record that comes with more data. You see, you have Linda leader. She has a lot of calls, meeting, tasks, and that's the same for the account. I'm clicking on Linda. I will set up my phone number here. I'm saving it. And then I will pick up one of the cases created by Linda. And I will make Linda as the primary contact. That will make the demo more interesting. And now we're ready for the demo. I'm going back to the service console because it's a good starting point for a demo. I'm opening SugarLive because at the moment, I'm not available. I'm offline. So I need to switch, make myself available, and now I can get the inbound calls. Now I'm about to call the call center using my phone, and I should be recognized as Linda Olide. So I need to remember the phone number of the call center. I put it here, and then I'm dialing in.
Hello, welcome to the SugarLive call center. You will be soon connected to a support agent. Thank you for calling. Your call is very important to us and will be answered in the order it was received.
Get the inbound call, and I'm taking the call. And I mean, as you see, Linda Olide and was automatically matched based on the phone number. Furthermore, we have, you see, it's like the service console. We have an intelligence panel that is pulling all the information that are related to that call. So because we firmly identify Linda, then we have the cases where she's a primary contact. Then we have a knowledge base, so the support agent can manage the call. And also we have the contact timeline with all the interaction made with Linda. So since I finished the call, again, end the call, I'm staying on that page because that leaves some time for the agent to finish the task related to the call. Shall Melissa reach someone from the support team, from the product team to solve the issue? If she needs to, she has some time before taking the next call. It's during this phase is called after call work. When she finishes, she closes the contact and make herself available again to take her next call. SugarLive comes with additional features that will not show on that video. For example, you have a sentiment analysis engine that analyzes the sentiment from the agents and from the customer during the call. So a manager can double check how the call went. You also have the call that can be stored against an AWS S3 bucket and reachable from the Sugar instance. So when Melissa finished her day or when you're finished your demo, you should make her offline so you're sure that no calls will be routed to her. And that's all for this SugarLive tutorial. Stay tuned for additional content. Bye-bye.